surtout du cœur. Lui, c'était tout mon monde, bébé, en plus que ça. J'espère le revoir là-bas dans l'au-delà. Aidez-moi, tout s'effondre. Traveling somewhere, could be anywhere. There's a coldness in the air, but I don't care. We drift deeper, life goes on.
What's going on, Power Squad? So we are heading over to my window spot because Anthony, who's doing the windows over at Project Checkered Flag, said he couldn't do the other half of the windows. I don't know what, so I got the measurements. So I'm gonna go see what's up, see if I can get those for Sid. So that's where we stand on Project Checkered Flag. And in regards, still waiting on the permitting, trying to figure out what she's gonna do. So that's still on hold. So that's where we stand on Project Checkered Flag. After the window shop, I'm gonna stop by Project Pains, see how the sighting's coming along with Javier. Didn't go by there yesterday. I didn't hear from him. So I don't know if he showed up. So let's see. I don't think he did show up. So let's see if he's there today. This guy has me like, I don't know. So these are the headaches I gotta deal with. That's why I'm your Tylenol for your rehab headaches. Then after Project Pains, come back to the crib, swap out cars, go to TycooN, grab some fuel, some Cuban coffee. I want to talk about time management. I had a meeting that I tried to put together from last week with somebody for the end of this week, for today or tomorrow. So we agreed on it. We said, all right, let's touch base on Wednesday and see if what day, Thursday or Friday. Reached out yesterday, agreed for today, Thursday at 2:30. They hit me up, they're running a little behind, 3 o'clock. I was like, all right. Then they bust out that they're behind, whatever. They got a Zoom call, this and that. And I'm like, yo, like, and this person is trying to get into wholesaling as well, so I was gonna, add value and give them some of my expertise. But anyhow, they're charging me 10% for their services, which is not a problem. Hey, it is what it is. I've had bad experience already with 3 other people trying to get this done, and it hasn't happened. They're just taking my money and ran. So I would think, she wants the business. That's what she's been preaching about. And then she tells me she's got other clients that are paying her bills, I don't know what, that are a priority. I was like, what the fuck? That means I'm not a priority? If I work that way, I wouldn't be in business. So it makes no sense. I don't know, some people's business ethics are completely different than mine's, obviously. To an extent, I get where she's coming from, but we had an appointment set back from a week. There's a client. She's not doing it for free. She's charging me her 10% fee. So is this how she treats her clients? And she's telling me she got other VIPs, I don't know what, this and that. So that just shows to me that I'm not a priority. There's probably no money in me. That's why she's not jumping on it, because everything that she's told me to do hasn't worked. So I'm a little confused. And then I'm the bad guy because I want to set an appointment to see her, that her time is valuable, as my time's not valuable. I'm not gonna get in here and put up all the text messages, and it's not the first time. We had a networking event on Saturday and she invited me. She was late. I told her, all right, I can stop in for like an hour because I had lunch with the Mercedes Club at 12:30. I can stop in for like an hour and a half. It's a 30-minute drive. And she gets there late. And in the past, previous meetings, has been a mission to get in contact with this person. I don't know. Her business ethics is weird, and she always has an excuse that she's busy, this and that. But I'm like, I'm busy too, and I manage my time. She says her time management is on point. I don't know. Like I said, everybody's different. Like I said, everybody's business ethics is different. I don't know. My business ethics are just very different, apparently. Very different. So that's where we're at. We got some big things in the pipeline, like always gotta have shit in the pipeline. Evolving, the big picture, working towards something, having a purpose. So stay tuned.
Atlanta's classic hits.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Yo, now you see that girl there?
Big congratulations to
Rewards on your in-store purchase of 7.
Here's my question.
177,000 Mega Millions. Keep.
All right, so we're leaving AA Windows. Shout out to Melissa, always helpful. Learned something new today in regards to windows. If the glass is more than 30 square feet, you got to go tempered. So she was saying if the opening doesn't matter, as long as you have a 30, it's not more than 30, you can have other windows on the side or whatever. You can have 4 30 square foot windows. You don't have to worry about tempered, because that's when it gets expensive. Going back to questions that I had doing my research for the moderns, because I know with the glass, all those glass openings and glass walls cost money. And then the other question that I had for her was, what sizes are more standard, that are easy to come across. I don't want to get into custom where I'm waiting weeks, this and that. But she's saying most all of her windows are custom and it take about four weeks, which is true. With Anthony, he said 4 to 6 weeks, took 5 weeks. So that was good. So learned a little bit on windows. I got to send her now an email because she was getting ready. I appreciate you, Melissa, for taking your time. I'm considerate of it, because she was getting ready to close off. And she took her time to answer a couple of my questions in regards to windows. And even though she told me just to email her that information as well, but like I said, I appreciate her taking the time to answer my questions. So heading over to Project Pains, and then to get the Cuban Ferrari and then go grab some coffee, some Cuban fuel at the Cuban. And let's see. All right, so we're at Project Pains. Looks like Javier's been here. He's done some work, but I don't know. I think he's moving a little on the slow side, so I don't know what's up with him. He's not here, but it looks like it was raining earlier. So I don't know if he left because of rain. I know he hasn't been all that good with his health, so I don't know. But work doesn't. Yeah, at least he's not hitting me up for money, so that's good. Because he already knows work completed, work gets paid. So he's not hitting me up and he's moving. So if I get Andrew, the more he works, the better it is for me. Because if he doesn't come through, then I get somebody else to finish it off. And then whatever's left in the pot, I give it to him. So it's in his best interest for him to finish. But like I said, Andrew hasn't really been pressuring us because there's no real hurry for this. So stay tuned.
I get to get better terms for myself. Sitting here with Willpower Turnkey, you know, the MentoRs mentor. He's one of my mentees in the mentorship program. And I was just on the phone with one of our closing attorneys, and I would say this Friday, have here's to a shot of Fireball. And one thing that I do with my attorney and their associates is from time to time when we close a deal, bring them lunch, or if I know they like to partake in an alcoholic beverage, I bring them a bottle. And one thing that we usually do after closing, you know, I may go back up to the office after hours and we may have a drink. And I got turned on to Fireball. I had never heard of Fireball. This is probably about 5 years ago now. And it reminded me of Red Hots, you know, for those of us who are in my age range. It's a pretty cool drink. And so I was just talking to one of the associates there this morning, and I just know it's Friday, and she loves herself some Fireball. She said she drinks Fireball every evening when she get home. And so he heard me, he's like, Fireball? You mean like, you know, Fireball fire? Yeah, yes, that Fireball. And that's one of the little touches that you can do to set yourself away from other clients they may have, whether they're full-time investors, realtors. It show people you appreciate them. And it's amazing what a $30 or an $8 bottle of liquor could do, or a cigar, or even lunch Chick-fil-A, just letting people know that you appreciate them. And Will, I already know because you always come with something in your hand when you come to see me, so that's not something that you probably don't know. But for those who are out there who may be listening, a small touch of appreciation. It is not so much how much the thing costs, but it's the thought. It really is. You know, we always heard that saying. And just take that little jewel. Yours truly, Mr. TycooN, the undisputed king of wholesaling, your personal guru for your personal and professional development. Signing off. Willpower in the building. We out. Peace. This one of the major jewels being this business. Make sure that your living expenses don't put you in a situation where it makes you where you gotta do a deal when you start making money in this business. And I want to say the richest man in Babylon talks about your income matching your living expense. He says it's a phenomenon, meaning that you was making $6,000 a year, you lived at $6,000. Then you start making $30,000 a year. Now you start living at, it's amazing how you live at $30,000 a year. And I'm saying when you get to that $100,000 mark, still live like you're making 50. That way you ain't gotta do a deal. Like right now I was just sharing with Will about a couple of deals we got on the table, and deals I have on the table that I ain't gotta do these deals. I ain't gonna be stressed out about them. I just put together a birthday trip for the wife that will be going out of town the 19th of this month, whether a deal closed or not. And that's the position I want every one of you all to be in, is that you're able to manage your income, because this business can be up and down. But when it's up, woo, 30, 40, 50, $60,000 a month. However, live at a $5,000 a month lifestyle. So if you made 30, let's just say you got 4 months of living expenses. So if a deal don't close, or a deal is kind of marginal and you really don't want to do the deal, but as a wholesaler, we don't mind. But a lot of times, in my case now, I will close a deal so that I can have time to pass and find the right buyer. However, still, you don't want to be in a position where you got to make this deal happen. I'm calling these buyers, sellers, talking to the attorney, they're saying, hey, we ain't got title back, or this the issue you're dealing with. But it's on them. It ain't my issue. I can solve it, but I'm not gonna solve it and put myself in a compromising position. So with that being said, let me call this other seller that we just spoke to or attempt to reach out to. And he didn't answer, but he said he want to get closed by Tuesday. We've come up with a solution, but it got to make sense for me too, financially. Maybe he found another solution. That being said, let me change up this contract. What I had offered was $5,000 a piece for each one. What I'll do is, because he told me it's some back taxes and this and that and this, I give him 8 for both. That way he can catch it up. He got his what he need for Tuesday. And I got some security of making sure that I don't get hurt in the deal. If I had to let one of them go, I got to be able to get. If I could just sell one, I got my money back plus a profit. Did you see the contract?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back in the office at about like 2:33 o'clock, and I get to sign it.
Okay, that's not the issue. I just wanted to kind of give you a brief. He said you can take it over, but you still got to honor that contract. And so just 2 things. One, the money going to be tied up until December till that contract expires if they don't come through. So that's what I'm saying. I can't do nothing with it, so that's part of my situation with doing it. But I do got some collateral, and I know I'm buying them for less than what they buying them for, so I know it'll be a win-win, and then we'll straighten out the profit on the side, but it can get you done by Tuesday. So I want to let him know, let's go ahead and put a time down, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah. That would be true. It'd be great if they could do it by Monday, but it could be Tuesday.
But no, that's what we're gonna talk about, trying to get it done by Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I got to call him now, and that's why I want to get in touch with you to get him on it and see if he can find us some title. I mean, do at least a preliminary title search. But again, you say you got that other one. If you can send those over, the one that they have pulled for you, so I can let him look at that and we can go from there.
Yeah, I think I did send that one.
Okay, I'll look through mine, but if you can't just remember when you're sitting down, resend it to me, but I'll look through my stuff. All right, we're moving. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Does that sound good? Okay,
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
See you later.
All right, peace. Well, what that is, again, that was that deal. And again, I want to say this to you. When you got a buyer that needs to sell versus want to sell, they're a lot more, what am I looking for? Willing to go along with you presenting. And that's the main thing. Need to sell versus want to sell. Need to sell is up here, people. Want to sell people is down here. And they're more flexible. They're more accommodating. That's what I want. That's the word I was looking for. People are more accommodating when they need to sell because they want what? They want a solution. And that's what we're offering as real estate investors. Solution to people's problems. As always, your children, Mr. TycooN, the undisputed king of wholesaler, the #1 negotiator in the world, because you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. As always, remember, in order to get your money right, you gotta get your mind right. We out. Peace. If you would have saw that, you'd have been like, okay, we made it. Y'all remember Miami Vice? We the real estate vice of the aTeaM. Milton Crockett. You think I'm in Cuba? Yeah. It's authentic. That's what we do. Business meeting over breakfast. But you gotta buy all the way in now. There go Tubbs over there. There go Crockett, you know, ATL Vice. ATL Real Estate Advice. We're gonna start that. You know, some of y'all remember Miami Vice. See, we the Crockett in the tub of real estate advice here in the ATL. Sitting down, coming up with some jewels for you, and also share some deals with you. You know, he handled the fix and flip. I find him, and then he help you fix it. So stay tuned. The Dream Team. We out. Peace. Live from the Cuban Cafe.
That's all, folks. Reach for the stars.
Nice.